Hello, I'm Darren Coffey.
And I'm Drew Williams.
We're with the Berkley Group, a consulting firm with local government experts dedicated to serving localities. Thank you for joining us in our Change in Local Government series. The Great Recession affected localities in fundamental ways extending well beyond typical budgetary constraints. Local governments have fewer resources and more unfunded mandates from both Washington and state houses across the country than previously experienced. So how can public services be maintained or even improved when government revenues are stagnant or reduced?
So in this series, The Changing Nature of Local Government, we will be examining how localities can evolve and even excel in the new economy and improve service delivery to customers and citizens. We have identified 7 critical areas that have a profound impact for every locality. Whether you are in a rural community in Southwest United States, an urban center in America's heartland, or here with us in suburban Virginia, the fundamental issues and challenges facing local government today are all very similar. So the 7 topics we'll be discussing are the nature of staffing, effective budgeting, it's all about economic development, transportation efficiency, environmental reality check, good governance, and staying ahead of the curve.
So we begin our series discussing the nature of staffing. One consequence of the recession was frozen positions and limited, if any, salary increases. As a result, rebounding workloads are handled with fewer people and turnover rates have increased. In this segment, we'll discuss how to set reasonable staff funding levels, increase position stability, and improve professional experience.
Part 2 of the series is about effective budgeting. As property values declined as a result of the Great Recession, so did local revenues, and many localities did not adjust their real estate tax rates for level funding. Now that property values are rising, many localities are feeling under pressure to lower the tax rate to keep funding at the lower recession-era level. Effective budgeting means lowering locality costs in ways that minimize the impact on service delivery and still maximizes the use of existing revenues.
Part 3 is all about economic development. The flip side to effective budgeting is how to grow the pie, increasing your revenues from a diversity of sources. The key is economic development. That said, economic development has a cost to localities, so identifying appropriate ways to responsibly grow the local economy is critical. One size does not fit all, but economic development in some form or fashion is critical for sustaining localities.
Part 4 of the series is about transportation efficiency. Road infrastructure and transportation is a major cost to most localities. Here in Virginia, while cities maintain their own streets, the state has long maintained primary and secondary road networks in counties and many towns. Elsewhere across the nation, most municipalities are already funding transportation fairly substantially at the local level. The devolution, as it's known here in Virginia, to localities will likely continue, and planning and funding an effective, diverse transportation system is vital to sustaining a healthy community.
Part 5 of our series is our environmental reality check. Environmental regulations have increased and are anticipated to continue to do so. This is another cost reality that passes down to the local government. Currently, brownfields and water quality and quantity issues such as stormwater, wetlands, wastewater, and drinking water supplies dominate local government agendas and impact budgets. Effectively dealing with these quality of life regulations is necessary to minimize their budgetary impact and maximize benefits to citizens.
Part 6 of this series talks about good governance. And really this is about the intersection of all of the topics we've been talking about. Transportation, budgeting, staffing, environmental regulations. So good governance, what does that mean and how is it done? What constitutes a good government? Governance needs to be done well or it is an impediment to effective and beneficial government. Public opinion of governments and government agencies often reflects this deficiency.
Our series finale is staying ahead of the curve. Information and the way it is disseminated has greatly changed in the last decade. This has impacted every business, organization, and agency and how information is communicated and managed. Social media now allows feedback to be received almost instantaneously, and local governments are not immune from the impact of public perception. This has always been the case, but never has it been so easily propagated.
So in summary, our examination of the nature of change in local government provides some basic principles and practices that significantly improve the quality of service delivery by a local government to its citizens. We answer the question, how can public services be maintained or expanded when government revenues are smaller? Each segment is only about 5 minutes, so enjoy the series at your own pace, implement the practices you feel are needed for your community, and let us know how we might help you walk down this new path of government.
Thank you for joining us in this Change in Local Government series. We really appreciate your time and energy that each of you gives to your localities. How can we help you navigate these changing times? Please feel free to contact either Drew or myself at your convenience at 540-560-2202 or look us up online at www.theberkleygroup.llc.com. Thank you so much and have a great day.